We're now 6 months out as we count down to the Republican National Convention. The event will draw some 50,000 visitors and put Charlotte in the national spotlight.
At the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department counting on a $50 million federal grant to keep the city safe, but there are renewed fears the department will use that money to stockpile military-style equipment. In response to what the Defender's Nathan Morabito discovered, a city council member is pledging action.
Some believe the city council should publicly approve every piece of military surveillance and crowd control equipment CMPD plans on buying with federal money. But CMPD tells us that would give away too many specifics about its operations and would weaken its security plan. Water cannons, drones, phone surveillance trackers.
I want to know what facial recognition the police department in the city has to use against me.
Among the items, RNC fears CMPD will buy ahead of the RNC and then keep long after with no oversight.
It's letting the police be kids in a candy store, but the candy store, instead of selling Jolly Ranchers, is selling automatic weapons, surveillance equipment, and militarized equipment.
It's a concern Robert Dawkins and others first raised in 2018.
I definitely have questions about police spending.
After Charlotte landed the 2020 RNC, warning the city's current purchasing policy, which many support,
this is about trusting our city manager,
leaves the door open for possible civil rights infringements.
I think it's the way that the police department is able to stockpile the equipment that is not favorable by the citizens without having to go through city council.
In response, Chief Kerr Putney sent this memo to the city manager, warning disclosing planned purchases would adversely impact the integrity of the safety plan, and promising to release a comprehensive accounting of all grant expenditures after the RNC's over. Recently, the chief gave this assurance to the city council.
The planning is going well.
I trust our police chief Putney to keep us all safe throughout the convention.
Councilmember Dimple Ajmira says both sides make fair points.
I also understand the concerns around transparency that have been raised.
The Safe Communities Committee member is now pledging to address those concerns directly with the police chief and city manager.
There's got to be a solution where it addresses the transparency, but it also keeps the integrity of our plan. And I don't know what that looks like, and I'm looking forward to talking to experts.
Fellow council member Malcolm Graham says he too is interested in listening more to this debate, but concedes city council members are not the experts when it comes to police purchases. The police chief is. Nathan Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.